So in front of me, we have Courtney, and Courtney's going to give us some information about herself. All right, Courtney.
Hi, my name's Courtney Jones. I'm 42. What else? I've been diagnosed with some things, and I've been in a program to help me get better.
Okay. Can you give us a little bit of your history of why you came into this particular program?
I came to the program because my son was murdered, and where he was murdered at, I was not comfortable, so it put me in a homeless situation. Is that right?
Yes.
And what else?
Were you working at the time?
Yeah, I've been working I worked my whole time. I worked my butt off. I was working, I was still in a homeless state, and it was hard to work and find shelter.
Okay. So before you came into KC Life 360, were there any challenges that you were enduring? I know you had employment, you were homeless, you were in the car.
Mm-hmm.
How was your medical care? How were you doing with your medical care?
Well, at the time, it was my mental state. I was always healthy, but my mental state had diminished because of the loss of my son. So okay. I was a healthy person, but my mental state had played a big portion on me going homeless because I had became depressed and a lot of other things. So that's why I reached out to Miss Debbie. That's who I reached out to at the time because I didn't know I had never had the mental part of it to deal with. So, and that's when I reached out to Miss Debbie because I didn't know where to go.
Okay. And when we met, you were homeless in your car.
Yes, ma'am.
And so what was the process? I mean, once we connected, what steps, where did you go? What services were you provided?
Once I met Miss Debbie, once I actually allowed myself to receive the help, it made a big difference because my pride played a big part in it too. Because even though I was working, I wasn't getting anywhere. So and I didn't know the tools. It was a lot of community built. Wasn't nobody to talk to. So I found you all, and let's see, I was homeless for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
5, 6 months. I stayed on the plaza.
Mm-hmm.
At a hotel for 6 months, and I still worked.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still homeless. And I had a mental breakdown, like I said, with the loss of my son and all that. So I never knew depression. I never knew about any of that. So I reached out to you all, and you all helped me so much with helping me find this resource where I'm living at transitional living right now. I'm not going to say that it was the whatever, but I put into it what I got into it. And I didn't go back into the depression and the mental health or the drug abuse or anything like that. So.
And you went from what we call gap lodging, which was the hotel lodging, into transitional. And what was the next step with your housing? You've been in transitional for about 5 or 6 months now.
Yep.
And so now, what's happening now?
Well, right now, I have a voucher to move into my own place, and I started my own business. Started a business in my son's name, CEH Hauling, to haul things. I saved my money. Well, the help with Miss Debbie and the program helped me save my money. The resources that they gave me helped me save my money, and I started my own business, the CEH Hauling. And I had to speak out and say that the help that I needed, because a lot of people are scared to say the help that they need to get the resources.
Okay, I have one last question for you. If you could tell another person that's in a similar situation that you were in with homelessness and kind of the mental illness piece, the depression, what would you tell them about this program? What would you say could help them?
I would tell people to open your mouth. Tell them what you need and the services you need to get you somewhere, because if y'all don't know, y'all can't help us. Or what you want to even do, and be consistent with it. Don't just get comfortable with like, hey, I'm here and not do anything about it. Like, utilize every source that they can give you for what you have to do to make yourself successful.
Yes, but you worked through it. You hung in there, and you did exactly what you just said. You would say what you needed. And that's, well, I appreciate you taking the time today to talk with us, because you can inspire so many people just with your desire to get better, to work through it. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. And you worked through it, and you're kind of on the other side now. There's still some things going on, but I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate it. People got to put their pride aside and ask for the help that they really need, and don't abuse it. Or in a sense, does that make any sense? Because you can abuse it and get like in yourself. But I stay prayed and focused, and with the help of, I call Miss Debbie my angel, and the whole program have been like little wings that I received for myself.